Jay and Armin, two sides of the same coin, inseparable since childhood. They shared everything. Laughter echoed through their days. Secrets whispered in the dead of night. Their bond was unbreakable, a sacred pact sealed with time and shared dreams. They lived on the same street, two doors apart. Their mothers, childhood friends themselves, often joked they were separated at birth. Summers were a blur of adventure, building forts in the woods behind their homes, racing bikes down dusty lanes. The world was their playground. Their bond deepened as they grew older. They shared a passion for football. They cheered for the same team. They celebrated victories with unrestrained joy. They mourned defeats with a shared silence that spoke volumes. Their friendship, a beacon of light in an often uncertain world. Their world shifted with the arrival of Ria. New to their small town, she was a breath of fresh air. Radiant and full of life, she captivated everyone with her charm. Her laugh, a melody that lingered in the air long after she had gone. Jay was the first to fall under her spell. Drawn to her infectious energy and kind heart, he found himself thinking of her more and more. He began noticing small things, the way her eyes sparkled when she laughed, the gentle curve of her smile. He felt an unfamiliar stirring within him. Love, he realized, both exhilarating and terrifying. Armin, initially oblivious to Jay's growing feelings, saw Ria as a welcome addition to their group. He enjoyed her company. He admired her quick wit and intelligence. He found himself drawn to her warmth and compassion. He too began to experience a shift in his feelings, a growing tenderness he couldn't quite explain. Their friendship, once an exclusive haven, now included a third. The dynamics began to change, subtly at first, then with a force that threatened to shatter their carefully constructed world. A silent rivalry began to brew between the two friends, each vying for Ria's attention, each trying to outdo the other. The easy camaraderie they once shared became strained. Jokes felt forced, laughter no longer carefree. Jay, consumed by his feelings for Ria, became withdrawn and irritable. Armin, sensing his friend's change, felt a knot of unease grow in his stomach. He too found himself struggling with a maelstrom of emotions: confusion, betrayal, a growing sense of resentment towards his friend. Ria, oblivious to the silent battle raging between her two friends, continued to treat them with equal affection. She enjoyed their company, finding in each a different kind of solace and companionship. She remained blissfully unaware of the storm clouds gathering on the horizon, threatening to engulf their little world in chaos. The once unbreakable bond of friendship began to fray at the edges. The unspoken tension hung heavy in the air, a silent testament to the destructive power of unspoken feelings and unacknowledged desires. The annual college festival arrived, a riot of color, music, and laughter. It was a night for celebration, for letting go of inhibitions, a night for confessions. Jay, determined to finally reveal his feelings for Ria, found her amidst the throng of students. He confessed his love, his voice trembling with a potent mix of hope and fear. Ria, taken aback by his sudden declaration, listened intently, her heart pounding in her chest. Unbeknownst to Jay, Armin had chosen this very night, this very moment, to bare his soul to Ria. He stood at a distance, hidden from view, his heart sinking as he witnessed Jay's confession. The words he had longed to speak died in his throat. He felt a surge of emotions crash over him: anger, betrayal, heartbreak. The festive lights seemed to mock his pain, the joyous music a cruel reminder of his shattered hopes. He retreated into the shadows, his heart heavy with unshed tears and unspoken words. Section 5. The Tempest unleashed friendship's fragile thread. The fallout was swift and brutal, the fragile peace shattered. Armin, unable to face either Jay or Ria, retreated into himself, the pain of betrayal a bitter pill to swallow. He felt betrayed by Jay's deceit and his own cowardice in not confessing sooner. Jay, guilt-ridden and heartbroken by Ria's gentle rejection, desperately tried to reach out to Armin. He needed his friend now more than ever, but Armin, consumed by his own pain, pushed him away, the chasm between them widening with every passing day. Ria, caught in the crossfire of their shattered friendship, found herself torn between the two. She cared for them both deeply, but knew she could not force a love she did not reciprocate. Her attempts to salvage their friendship were met with silence and resentment. She realized with a heavy heart that some wounds once inflicted are not easily healed. Their friendship, once a source of strength and unwavering support, lay in ruins, a casualty of unspoken feelings and unrequited love. Section 6. Picking up the pieces. A journey of self-discovery. Time, the great healer, moved on, albeit slowly. The initial rawness of their fractured friendship gradually dulled into a persistent ache. Jay, carrying the weight of his actions, threw himself into his studies, seeking solace in books and late-night study sessions. He avoided any mention of Rhea. The memory of her rejection still too painful to bear. He often thought of Arman, the echo of their laughter, the warmth of their shared silences, a haunting reminder of what he had lost. Arman, consumed by a cocktail of anger and hurt, retreated further into himself. He sought solace in fleeting acquaintances, seeking distraction in noisy parties and meaningless conversations. Yet, beneath the surface of forced cheerfulness, a profound sense of emptiness lingered. He missed Jay's easy companionship, their shared dreams and aspirations. He realized, with a jolt, that his anger was masking a deep sense of loss. Section 7. A twist of fate, re-evaluating choices and priorities. Years passed. Life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, took them on different paths. They both graduated, moved to different cities, and built successful careers. Yet, the memory of their fractured friendship, like a persistent shadow, lingered. One day Jay received a phone call that changed everything. It was Arman's sister. Arman had been in a serious accident. He was in a coma. The news hit Jay like a physical blow. He rushed to be by Arman's side, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and guilt. As he sat by Arman's bedside, watching the steady rise and fall of his chest, a wave of remorse washed over him. He realized the futility of their fight, the insignificance of their shared love for Rhea compared to the enduring bond of their friendship. He prayed for Arman to wake up, vowing to mend their broken bond if given a second chance. Section 8. The road to reconciliation, forgiveness and understanding. Arman's recovery was slow and arduous, but he eventually woke up, much to Jay's relief. He had no recollection of the accident or the events that led to their estrangement. Seeing Arman's confused but relieved smile as he opened his eyes, Jay knew he had been given a second chance. He vowed to make things right. He shared stories of their childhood, their laughter filling the sterile hospital room. He spoke of their dreams, their aspirations, reminding Arman of the unbreakable bond they shared. Arman, his memories slowly returning, listened intently, his heart aching with a familiar longing. He too realized the depth of his loss, the folly of their conflict. As the days turned into weeks, they began to rebuild their friendship, brick by fragile brick. There were awkward silences, hesitant apologies, and shared tears. But through it all, the love and respect they had for each other shone through, a beacon of hope amidst the wreckage of their past. Section 9. The enduring power of friendship, a heartfelt resolution. The experience was transformative. It taught them the true meaning of friendship, the importance of forgiveness and understanding. They learned that love, in its various forms, could heal old wounds and forge new bonds. They realized that their friendship, forged in the crucible of childhood, was stronger than any romantic entanglement. Rhea, upon hearing of Arman's accident, visited him, her heart filled with concern and a touch of regret. She witnessed the renewed bond between the two friends, the unspoken understanding that flowed between them. She realized that their friendship was a rare and precious gift, something she had unwittingly jeopardized. She stepped back, allowing them the space to heal and rebuild. They remained friends, their shared past a reminder of the complexities of life, the enduring power of friendship, and the importance of cherishing the bonds that truly matter.